Hey, this is the perfect setup guitar and bass, man. In this tpsg&b video, I'm going to take you into the magical and wonderful world of pots. You can use pots in one of two ways. The first way to use pot is to control the pot output level. Most people use this pot to its fullest potential, with maximum output. But sometimes a quiet, more controlled state is necessary, man. The second way to use pot is to alter your state, mellowing out by filtering out harsh brightness, leaving you in a smooth, warm, shaded state, man. The middle knob is what controls the level of the pot's journey. This determines what you're going to get out of the pot. You always have to stay connected to the ground when using pots. This knob will ensure the right path is taken on your pot journey. More on the right pot path later. The outside lug picks up the vibes the middle lug is putting out. You share the full potential of your pot with the joint at this point, and keep all your pot to yourself at this point. To use the pot to turn down your state, you must use all three pot knobs. You can directly share your pot from here, or combine it with other pots before sharing. You use only two pot knobs to alter your state, letting the pot trip keep some of yourself to yourself. You still share yourself, but your demeanor has changed, like you're not as bright with a toned down voice. But some people like this about pot, Combining and using your pots, these different ways will allow you to control your trip for a very pleasant journey. Within the pot is a path which will bring you on your journey. Some people will say what is used for this pot's path results in a better journey. Every pot does the same job, but there are pot makers that make more stable, longer lasting pots. Some make smooth, easy rolling pots, or high friction pots when you really want to feel your pot. These are rotational pots. You can get slide pots where you can see yourself on the pot, man. You should use a lot of these pots all at once. Two different pots, two different journeys. Type A is the best pot trip for controlling your output. It was designed to have a natural taste, man. So we like that pot for output. Type B is the best trip for altering your state. It's a straight trip that instantly and consistently alters your state. It takes too long for Type A to alter your state. Then the ride is short, with little time to enjoy the pot. Using Type B for output works too quickly, then it's not fast enough. Natural is the best for that, but natural isn't even natural, man. It is synthesized by math whizzes, yo. That's what logarithmic means. They use math to come up with a pot trip that wasn't straight. Low quality pots will use two straight trips. These straight trips combine to create a curve in the middle of your trip. You can use any pot with electricity and it'll be good. Anyway you use the pot. With a little pot, your trip is shorter. You take the same trip, but full-size pots give you more chances to stop along the way and enjoy the finer subtleties of the pot. Left-handed people need left-handed pots. The trip has to be opposite than others. Not many dealers have reverse pots. You can reverse regular pots for a backwards trip, but the natural trip we like fades out near the end of our trip. If you reverse that trip, Type A, it fades too fast with a lot of trip being low output. Type B pots in reverse isn't so bad, man. It's still a straight trip. Reverse trips get their own markings. Your pickup will determine the level of pot you need. Those single pickups are quite bright, so they need a stronger pot to help mellow them out. Humbuckers are paired like a yin-yang thing going on, so they're already mellow. This pot will give them a longer trip without letting things get too mellow. Hopefully the pot is labeled with the intensity and type of trip you're going on. Dealers haven't standardized this yet, man. You get 3 types of 2-for-1 pots. These stack pots have separate pots. These pots could be at the same intensity or on different levels. You can mix these pots any way you want. These blender pots take 2 pickups on opposite trips and mix the trips together, or favor one pot over the other. I've seen double pots combined into one pot, and with these same nubs on them. Sometimes these nubs are different. I'll deal with that on a different day. There's a type of pot called the dual gain pot. This pot has 2 trips going on separate rides, but at the same time. It's possible to get these trips at different levels. It's hard to find this kind of pot. Some dealers make special pots that do other things for them if you touch them in a certain way. Here are 2 problems people may have with their pot. One is intermittence. Your pot cuts in and out. 2, it's noisy when they use their pot. Your pot cutting in and out can be noisy. If you have a pot problem, make sure you know what it is. Intermittence is when you're not fully connected to your trip. Try tightening your pot, but not too much. You'll ruin the pot's trip. The pot works best when inserted into the body properly, man. Twisted or broken connections to the pot will cause the same problem. You gotta have good connections to your pots. Noisy pot uses the easy problem to fix. Stuff gets in the way of your trip. Take the pot trip over and over again until you no longer have a problem with pot. Frequent use will clear up your pot problem. After many attempts to fix your pot problem and it didn't work, you need new pot. I hope this trip with different pots was helpful. I have this other video on different sizes of pots from different countries. I'm working on how to combine your pots if it isn't out yet. Let me know if you liked our pot journey or not by using those thumbs. If you subscribe, you can be lazy and get my stuff delivered. Don't bogart my videos. Watch, pass it on.